Hello everyone! Recently, many One Piece fans have been talking about a so-called inflation of Conqueror's Haki. Frankly, I find that a bit of an exaggeration. As of the latest updates, there are only 28 confirmed users of Conqueror's Haki in total, and the number who have awakened its advanced form is even smaller, a mere 9 people. In a world with a population stretching into the billions, just over 24 individuals with this power is hardly what you'd call common. Welcome back to Amy Channel. Today, we're going to run through all 28 of these masters who have awakened their Conqueror's Haki. First up, Shanks. No one has ever faced red-haired Shanks' Haki directly and remained composed. Vice admirals have been left trembling, and one Marine admiral was intimidated to retreat at the speed of light. His divine departure, marked by its brilliant red-black lightning, was powerful enough to instantly take down a great pirate with a 3 billion Billy bounty. Second, Eustace Kid. Kaido himself noted that Kid possesses Conqueror's Haki, yet Kid couldn't even knock out one single low-ranking member of the Beast Pirates with it. To challenge a Yonko like Shanks with that level of mastery, a classic case of all arrogance and no brains. Third, Garp, a human nuclear bomb who needs no devil fruit. He relies purely on his Conqueror's Haki to forge his fists of steel, striking fear into the hearts of pirates across the New World just by the mention of his name. After 80 years of honing his power, how many could possibly stand in his way? Fourth, Luffy. Although our captain has become a Yonko, his Conqueror's Haki is still at an intermediate level. He couldn't even break through the immortality of the 5 elders, showing he still has a long way to go to reach the pinnacle of Conqueror's Haki. Fifth, Doflamingo. He awakened his Conqueror's Haki at the young age of 8, a true genius. However, he later focused too heavily on developing his Devil Fruit ability, causing his Haki training to fall behind. Currently, Doflamingo's Conqueror's Haki is mainly effective for intimidating weaker foes. Sixth, Rayleigh. He once used his Conqueror's Haki to intimidate the Yonko Blackbeard, and 2 years ago taught Luffy all 3 types of Haki. While many fans claim Rayleigh wasn't the best teacher, he truly did his best, especially considering his student at the time had absolutely no foundational knowledge. Seventh, Scopper Gobbin. This man has mastered the highest level of Conqueror's Haki. A single seamless combo from him was enough to shatter the immortality of a Holy Knight, and it appears Gobbin is set to become Luffy's new mentor. Eighth, Roger, the legendary Pirate King who stood at the very top. A single divine departure sent Kozuki Oden flying, and his clash with the Prime Whitebeard generated a shockwave so powerful it split the heavens without their blades ever touching, showcasing a destructive force that could tear the sky apart. Ninth, Whitebeard, Edward Newgate. In his youth, he was not only Roger's equal in strength, but his Conqueror's Haki was just as formidable. Unfortunately, even heroes grow old, and in the end, he had to succumb to the ravages of time. 10th, Douglas Bullet, a battle-hardened general whose physical prowess and Haki alone put him on par with Rayleigh. When Blackbeard encountered him in Impel Down, he chose to get out of his way. 11th, Kaido, one of the few masters who uses advanced Conqueror's Haki as a regular attack. His Thunder Bagua comes with devastating physical and Haki damage. When he swings his club, his opponents are either dead or crippled. 12th, Oden. Aside from not being the sharpest tool in the shed, his strength was truly flawless. After witnessing the Haki clash between Roger and Whitebeard just once, he grasped the principles of Conqueror's Haki. The only scar in Kaido's body was inflicted by Oden using its advanced form. 13th, Yamato. She also accidentally awakened her Conqueror's Haki at the age of 8. In one moment, she knocked out all the surrounding goons. Now she skillfully infuses her attacks with Conqueror's Haki, and one blow to Ulti's head knocked her out instantly. 14th, Portgas Ace. As the son of the Pirate King, Ace's potential was immense. At the age of 10, to save Luffy captured by mountain bandits, Ace unleashed an astonishing wave of Conqueror's Haki that incapacitated all of his enemies. 15th, Big Mom. Known by the Giants as a born destroyer, Whenever she loses control of her emotions and lets out one of her bizarre screams, she unleashes her Conqueror's Haki, which can cause physical damage to objects within a radius of several kilometers. She also used a Conqueror's Haki-infused attack to grievously injure Page 1. 16th, Katakuri, a true doting older brother. He doesn't care if he himself is mocked, but he cannot stand to see his little sister hurt in the slightest. As a child, seeking revenge for Brûlé, he unleashed a blast of Conqueror's Haki so powerful that it seemed to crack space itself, completely subjugating his sister's bullies. 17th, Don Chinjio, perhaps the weakest known user of Conqueror's Haki. When his Haki clashed with Luffy's, surrounding enemies fainted, but his overall performance in Dressrosa was underwhelming. The pointed head he was so proud of was reshaped by his opponents 3 separate times. 18th, Zoro. In a recent manga chapter, Gaben confirmed that Zoro possesses Conqueror's Haki, although Zoro himself has yet to master it. This is why his notable uses of it in Wano, from his rage-fueled slash against Kaido to his battle with King, were both unconscious bursts of power. 19th, Sengoku. In his only major action during the Summit War, he didn't display his Conqueror's Haki, but his official Vivre card confirms he possesses it. It seems that back then, with the exception of Akainu, the other top Marines were just putting on a show. 20th, Joyboy, the strongest Conqueror's Haki user of all. Just a fraction of his sealed Haki was enough to knock out every single Vice Admiral on Egghead Stand. It forced the 5 elders to reveal their true forms and retreat to the Holy Land, and even Imu-sama broke out in a cold sweat. 21st, Boa Hancock. The anime explicitly states she has Conqueror's Haki, and her Vivre card provides clear confirmation. However, we have yet to see the Pirate Empress use it in combat. Perhaps she will only unleash her Conqueror's Haki if Luffy is ever gravely injured. 22nd, Loki. The moment he swung his thunderous club, long strands of black lightning trailed behind it, a clear sign of advanced Conqueror's Haki. Furthermore, in the latest chapter, he expressed confidence in his ability to break the immortality of the Holy Knights, suggesting his Haki has reached the pinnacle of power. 23rd, Nagori, a non-canon character from an anime-only story. He may look like an ordinary old man, but he possesses incredible skill. Nagori once challenged Roger, and although he was defeated, the very fact that he possessed the qualities of a king proves his strength was nothing to scoff at. 24th, 25th, and 26th are Saint J. Garcia Saturn, Saint Shepherd Jew Peter, and Saint Topman Workery. All of these 5 elders have demonstrated Conqueror's Haki in the story, with Workeries appearing to be stronger than the others. 27th, Koby. When everyone on Hachinos was pushed to the brink of despair, Koby unleashed a punch with the very same power as Garp's. Honestly, seeing him awaken Conqueror's Haki was more heartbreaking than knowing I'll never marry the Pirate Empress Boa Hancock. 28th, Imu. You don't rule the world for 800 years without real power. Using the body of one of the 5 elders, Imu unleashed a wave of Conqueror's Haki powerful enough to blanket the entirety of Elbaf, knocking out even seasoned giant warriors. Both Luffy and Loki were stunned by the absurd level of Imu's Haki. This is the power of a god, and it's hard to imagine how terrifying the pressure would be if Imu's true form were to ever appear. That was my rundown of the 28 characters who possess Conqueror's Haki in One Piece. Which character's supreme king spirit impresses you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel to catch the latest content from Amy Channel. Thanks for watching.